So what if I told you that the stocks that you have in your portfolio right now, those stocks that you bought, you've been holding, you've been waiting for them to make a move and go higher, make you money, make you rich. What if I told you that those same exact stocks could be paying you every single week, every single month, even on those months that they don't go up, where they're just sitting there, maybe they're going sideways or even going down. What if I told you that you could be making money on those stocks no matter what's happening in the market? So this is not through collecting dividends. This is not through selling your shares for higher than what you bought them for. This is by using one of my favorite strategies called cover calls. So if you're seeing this channel, you've heard me talk about cover calls. It's one of our favorite strategies here in the Flex program. And by the end of this video, I want you to have a full understanding on how cover calls work so you can start using this strategy in your own portfolio so you can see the beauty and the magic of cover calls and using this strategy as an income generating strategy in your own portfolio. So, my name is Courtney Golden. I'm a former collegiate football athlete. I'm old now. I'm in my 40s now. I just play golf, but also I'm a trader and investor, and also I'm one of the coaches. I'm a Flex trading and wealth coach here in the Flex program. Along with my friend and business partner Kevin Tenderson, we run Flex Financial Trading Group. You've seen Kevin in the videos as well on our channel here. Uh, and what we do in Flex Financial Trading Group is we coach and teach athletes and high performers how to build wealth in the stock market. And we do that by teaching them how to channel that discipline and that drive that they have that made them great athletes in their own sports or in their own respective careers. We teach them how to use that in the market, right, to help them grow and protect their wealth. So let's go ahead and let's get into this video. So now, here's the situation for a lot of athletes and high performers out there, right? I was in the same situation for myself, so I know. You've done the right things, right? You're putting your money in the right places. You're buying stocks. You're trying to make business moves, right? You bought some stocks. You're holding them in your portfolio. You're just letting them sit there. You know, you don't really know what to do. You're just kind of watching them, waiting for them to go up, right? You're buying the blue chip stocks. Maybe you're buying stocks like Apple. You're buying stocks like Microsoft. You're buying ETFs, right? Just making solid moves in your portfolio, right? You built a solid portfolio, but you want some more things to happen with that portfolio, right? But here's the thing: those shares that you just bought, right, in your account, in your portfolio, they're just sitting there. They're not doing anything, right? They're just kind of sitting there and going up and down here and there in your account, and you're letting weeks and months go by. Some months they go up, some months they go down. But in the meantime, no money is actually coming into your account, right? You've invested, but you don't have actual money coming in regularly, right? Consistently. So here's the thing. Imagine that like you're in real estate, right? You're a real estate investor, right? And you own some rental property. Now, every single month, whether that property goes up in value in the market, right, in the real estate market, whether that property goes up or down, you have a tenant in there that's going to pay you rent every single month. So you're generating income from that property, right? Pretty simple concept. Now, that's essentially how my favorite strategy, cover calls, is with the stock market. You already own the stock, but what you're going to do is you're going to rent out the stock, right? You're going to kind of have somebody pay you the right to potentially buy that stock from you, right? And you collect the payment upfront in cash, right? Just like that person that has a real estate rental property. Now you're generating income every single week, every single month in your account by renting out your stock, so to speak, or the right to buy your stock, right? So let me break it all down for you how we do it the flex way, right? So we like to use sports to make money make sense, right? So imagine that you're a professional athlete, right? Maybe you most professional athletes you have a jersey, right? You have a jersey, you have your special jersey number. Let's say it's number 21, right? That was my number back in the day. 21 was my special number. I did a lot of great things with the number 21. And let's say a brand comes over to you and says, we'll pay you $5,000 right now for the right to use your jersey, number 21, in our ad. We're going to run a campaign around around your jersey, number 21, for the next 30 days. We'll give you $5,000 if you let us use your jersey number 21. And what you're going to say is, hell yeah, I'll take that deal, right? So you collect $5,000 from the brand. Now, here's what can happen. Two potential outcomes can happen now that you made the deal, right? Option A, at the end of the 30 days, the brand decides, you know what, number 21, we don't need it anymore. We ran our campaign, we're good. You can have it back, right? Now, here, you still keep the $5,000 and you get that number 21. It's still yours. Nothing happened, right? You still have the opportunity to do that same deal again, find another brand, sell the rights to use your jersey, right? And collect another $5,000 since you still have your jersey. Or option B, right? Scenario B could come along and they could say the brand could love the campaign. Number 21 did great. And they say, man, we want to exercise our right to license your jersey number. We want to keep your jersey number 21. So what happens there is you still keep the $5,000 that they paid you up front. And now the jersey number 21 belongs to them, right? So you have the $5,000 and they get the jersey. It's a fair trade off, right? So that's essentially how a cover call works, right? With a sports jersey analogy. So the stock is your jersey. That's how it works, right? The option premium that you collected is the $5,000 that the brand paid you up front to use your jersey. The buyer is the brand, right? That might potentially take your jersey from you, and then the strike price is the agreed upon price that you can buy your shares at, right? So that they can buy your shares at. So that's essentially how a cover call works, right? So let's get into some real mechanics on cover calls, right? Because I want you really to understand how this works because this is an awesome strategy to learn and implement if you're looking for an income generating strategy and you already own some stocks. Now, to sell a cover call, you do have to own at least 100 shares of a stock in your account, right? So you have to have 100 shares built up, right? Now, each option contract represents 100 shares. So call options represent the right to buy 100 shares. Put options represent the right to sell 100 shares at a certain price, right? Now, here's what you do with cover calls. Now, number one, you own 100 shares or more of a stock, right, that you already have in your account. So since you have that, now you can choose the strike price, right? You can choose the price that someone can buy your shares at. You have that control in your account. Once you do that, you choose your expiration date, right? Usually you want the deal, right? The deal to last around 2 to 4 weeks. That's kind of a sweet spot for cover calls. And then once you do that, now you can sell a call option and then you can collect that premium, that cash immediately comes into your account. Now, let me show you how this looks, right, with real numbers in a real world. Now, let's say you own 100 shares of Microsoft. Now, Microsoft's current price today is trading at about $356 per share. And let's say that you choose a strike price of $365. So that's $9 above today's current price, right? That's $9 out of the money of a strike price that you're choosing. And now let's say you choose an expiration date of about 14 days from today. And with that, and this is in real numbers, right? Currently today, a premium you can collect for a strike price at $365 per share, expiring 14 days out. If you look at the option chain on Yahoo Finance, right? We'll put a screenshot up here. You look at the option chain, you can collect about $545 immediately. That's going to hit your account as soon as you sell that call option and sell the rights to ownership at that strike price at $365 per share, right? This is a real numbers, right? This is a screenshot from Yahoo Finance, right? So here's what just happened, right? You own 100 shares of Microsoft at $356 per share. Now the total capital for that is 100 shares times $365 per share or $356 per share. That's about $35,600 in total capital that you have outputted with these shares, right? Now, you sold someone the right to buy those shares from you at $365 per share. Remember, you paid $356. You're selling the right to someone else to buy your shares at $365, right? So that's $9 above the trading, what the current price is trading at right now. And they paid you $545 for the right to buy your shares at $365. That money hits your account today. As soon as you sell that call, you hit that cash hits your account today. It's in cash. It's in your account. Withdraw it, spend it, do whatever you want to do. Right now, here's what happens at expiration. Right. So again, two scenarios. Same situation with our jersey scenario. Right. Scenario A: the stock stays below $365. Right. So if that stock stays below $365, the option expires worthless. Nobody exercises the right to buy the stock, right? And you keep the 100 shares of Microsoft in your account, and you still keep that $545 of premium that you collected, and you get the following week, you get to do the same thing over again and take in another $300 to $500, depending on wherever the premiums are at that time. Bottom line is, you still got your shares, so you can still sell calls, rinse, repeat. Now, scenario B, let's say that Microsoft goes on a run and the stock shoots up past the strike price, $365 a share. The option buyer can then exercise his or her right to buy your shares at $365, right? They buy your shares at $365 each per share. They buy 100 shares from you. You still keep $545 in premium, and you sell your shares at $365 per share. Remember, you paid $356 per share for them. So you get an additional $9 per share in capital gains, right? So that's an additional $900 that you collect in addition to the $545 that you made in the premium that you collected, right? And all that money is going to be put right back into your account in cash. What can you do? You can buy the stock again, rinse, repeat, and do another round of cover calls. And you can do this over and over and over again. That's why this is one of my favorite income strategies in the market. Now, let's talk about what this looks like in monthly numbers, right? In a monthly income strategy, right? So let's say you have a portfolio size of around $50,000, right? Maybe that makes up about 3 to 4 different positions. You got 3 to 4 stocks in your account, and total your account value is around $50,000, right? Now, with covered calls, the average monthly premium that you can collect, and our target, what we target here in the Flex program, is we target about a 2 to 3% return on our overall account value when we're doing covered calls, right? 2 to 3%. So that comes out to about $1,000 to $1,500 a month on a scenario where you have $50,000 account value, right? 2% of 1,000 is 2% of 50,000 is 1,000. 3% of 50,000 is about $1,500, right? So you're able to do that monthly in your account. That's the target. If we do that annually, that's about $12,000 to $18,000 per year that you're making from this simple cover call strategy, right? So again, very, very powerful strategy to learn and start to implement in your account. So now every month is not going to be exactly that, right? So there's a thing called volatility. So that's going to affect the premiums. Some months you're going to be able to collect more money. Some months you're going to be able to you're going to collect less, right? But our typical target range is around 2 to 3% every single month that we're targeting on our overall account value. But overall, what I want to drive home with you guys is that the concept stays the same, right? The concept and the principles of cover calls stays the same. There's stocks you already have in your account. You might as well get paid for holding them in your account instead of just letting them sit there and just fluctuate up and down in value, right? This is what we mean when we talk about putting your money to work, right? You're not taking on more risk to earn more income. These are stocks that you already have in your account. All you're doing is you're adding a strategy, an income layer strategy on top of what you already have in your account. That's exactly what cover call brings. Now, with trading stocks and strategies, there's always going to be some risk. So let's talk about some risk. We like to keep it real. Let's keep it 100 with you guys with this strategy. So let's talk about some things that can kind of affect the cover call, right? Risk number one is you do cap your upside. So if the stock makes a big move, skyrockets up, you are capped at whatever strike price that you choose, right? So you're giving away, you're trading off that upside for the guaranteed money that you're collecting in premiums. So that's one risk. Risk number two, if the stock drops, you are subject to the stock going down, right? That's going to affect your overall account value. But the bottom line is you're not selling out of your stock if they go down. You're still collecting premium, and that premium can help offset that temporary downturn in your account value. And not only that, it's going to help lower your cost basis and offset that temporary, lower value in your account from a stock going down in price. And then risk number three is you can risk the chance of early assignment. Now, this is rare that it happens, and it's probably happened to me maybe once or twice. I can count on one hand how many times that happened where a stock was taken away from me before the expiration date. But I understand that can happen with cover calls, and it's something that it doesn't really bother me, right? You got to be willing to part ways with the stocks in your account if you're doing this strategy. Sometimes where there's a dividend date around the corner, something like that to be paid out, that can happen. But again, that is rare. But you got to understand the risk around the strategy, right? The bottom line is this is one of the most conservative option strategies that exist. It's not gambling. It's not day trading. That's what I like about it, right? I'm not glued to my computer screen all day looking at every single minute of the market. I'm going to be able to sell my calls, and it gives me freedom, flexibility to do other things with my time. It's all about generating income, again, from stocks that I already got in my account or stocks that I don't mind holding in my account, right? So let me bring this all together for you. We covered a lot. Now, with cover calls, it's going to let you collect income. It's an income generating strategy from stocks you already own. You pick the strike price, and you want to pick a strike price that is above the current, market price, right, or whatever price that you pay for your stock. You also pick the expiration date, and then you get to sell the call. So there's a lot of control on your side that you're choosing what to do with this, right? um, the buyer is going to pay you the premium, right? That cash is going to hit your account immediately, right? The right to purchase your shares at that they're going to pay you the premium for the right to purchase your shares at the strike price that you guys agree upon, right? And the market maker in your broker is going to help facilitate this transaction. All you got to do is press some buttons, and they'll match this all up for you. If the stock stays below the strike price, you keep the shares and you pocket the premium. If the stock rises above the strike price, then your shares will get sold to the buyer, and you still keep the premium, and you get a chance to make some capital gains on those shares. The main risk with cover calls is you do cap your upside, but at the end of the day, you understand that's what you're doing, right? It's a trade off for the guaranteed predictable income that you're able to make in your account. Now, for athletes and high performers that are building a wealth foundation, the trade off can make a lot of sense, right? It can be very, very powerful to add to your account to have that income layer coming in where you're collecting thousands and thousands of dollars every single month in your account. Now, with that being said, here's what I want you to walk away with this from this video. The market doesn't stop working, right? Just because you're not watching, just because you're not checking your account value every day or whatever, the market's going to keep doing what the market does. Your stocks don't stop having value just because they're not going up for that month. Maybe you're having a down month. You can still use a strategy like calls to generate income. You don't have to just let them sit there and appreciate to actually build wealth. It's all about having the knowledge and the right strategies to use in your account to help have money coming into your account, right? And help you build wealth and grow and protect your capital. Now, with cover calls, one of the strategies that we is cover calls is one of the strategies that we use with Flex. We help our athletes, our high performers, generate income from stocks that they already have. We didn't make this strategy up, right? This strategy has been around for a long time. It's one of the most used strategies by very very savvy traders and investors, big hedge funds, managers, and some of the professionals out there on Wall Street. This is a heavily used strategy to generate income. But here in the Flex program, we definitely refine the strategy in our own way, and we teach it in a way that actually makes sense to people like us, athletes and high performers. So if you're brand new to all this and you want to build a foundation, you want to get started selling call options and learning about cover calls, you're in the right place. We put together a free guide. It's called the Athlete's Wealth Playbook, and it covers the mindset. It covers the mistakes to avoid. It covers the first move to make. It covers the full wealth building framework that we teach here at Flex. We put this together specifically for athletes and high performers. I'm going to put the link. It's free to download. It's an awesome guide and playbook that we put together. I'll put the link there where you can get a copy of it down below in the description box. Again, it's completely free. There's no catch to it. There's no sales to it. It's just information. It's just solid information. We want to help as many athletes and high performers out there that want to be helped, that want to learn. And you can go download it, read it, get into it, hit us up if you got some questions. And that's it, guys. Just wanted to break down this strategy. Again, one of my favorite strategies with cover calls. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Share this out, with the athlete, high performer, or whoever you think this could help. We post here every week here at the Flex Training Table. That's our new name, the Flex Training Table. And thank you guys for tuning in. We post talk about real strategy. We talk about real market insights. We talk about real ways that you can build wealth in the stock market. So again, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell so you can be notified when we upload the next video. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. We are Flex Financial Trading Group. We are built for athletes and high performers. We're built by athletes and high performers. Again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.